Penn State. Another Western Pennsylvania product. Second and
Hey, what's up, guys? Here with the best fan in Walter.
Arizona. Devil is Sport.
Guys, you're right.
Hey, bro, so you're watching NordCam.
You're watching NordCam.
seems to be a catch.
As the runner is down by contact.
What's up, everybody? This is NordCam coming at you. Sunday, final divisional game of the weekend. Just still on the high of that win last night over the 49ers. A major royal butt-kicking 41-6. And now, I was eyeballing this. Should I stream this game? Well, it's like too exciting to not do it. With right now 10:47 left. With the Rams and the Bears tied up, the winner of this game will come to Seattle to face the Seahawks in the NFC Championship next Sunday afternoon. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is kind of a nice, fun, stress-free type of game.
I wouldn't want to be a referee.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Thanks to you guys all tune in, like Ravens NFL 8. Chad Smith says I'd rather have the Bears. I agree. Night Fox, go Bears. I think everybody in the Seahawks land anyway wants just to have the Bears for change of scenery. Anyway, here we go. First and 10, 16-yard line, handoff. Williams for about 5 yards, down to the 11-yard line, 7-9-5. Coming down to the inside of the 10-minute mark here. First team to blink, really, could be the one that ends up losing this game right now. It's been a tie game pretty much for most of this half.
Coming to his right, and they
we'll see
ran
what
away
happens
from it,
here.
which is perfect.
Right now, the Rams have the advantage here, at least in field goal range, unless they get a turnover. The Rams with the chance to take a one-score lead. And the Bears, we know, tend to be that kind of cardiac kids who find ways to win games in like the last 30 seconds. Here's a run for 4 yards. That's going to make it 30 inches. As we're inside the 10-minute mark to the 9:40 mark left in this game. Personally, I really don't want to see the Rams again for A, because we just played each other's faces feels like so many times. And of course, the last 2 times we played them, it's been tough games. Stafford throws, broken up. Nice defensive play by the defensive back. It could have been a touchdown, 4th and 1. So Rams decision time. Do you take the points and the field goal, or do you go for it and try to convert here? Looks like they're running up to McVay's going to probably go for it. Everybody goes for it these days. Nobody really takes the points. Yep, they will leave the offense out there. What will they do? Will they try to punch it in for just get the first down, or will they go through the air? And Williams in the backfield, Stafford under center with trips, formation to the right, Kobe Parkinson, single tight end on the left, and now Puka Nacua goes motion to the left side. Back to the right, handoff, jet sweep, Nacua's going to get it. Oh, he almost had a tackle short, but makes contact before the line of game, but he falls forward for 1 and gets just enough. And he's got a 1st and goal to go here inside the 10. Oh, boy.
I have to think a little bit back to the Super Bowl when that was the call, right?
Let me turn that off. It's too loud. There we go. That's probably better. Handoff. Williams, right side. He's got the edge, and he's in. Touchdown. Rams take the 6-point lead with 8:50 left in the game. Extra point to come. So there we go. Peter San Nicholas asks, who do we want to play? Oh, who do we want to play? The Bears or the Lambs? I said my case. I'd rather face the Bears, mostly because of the Rams' familiarity and the challenge we've had with those guys all season. But the Bears, generally not as good of a defense, but they're playing pretty well tonight until that moment. 17-10 now. It's a touchdown lead, so the Bears need to score a touchdown to knock this game up. Otherwise, it's going to be curtains Bears. And welcome back to Lumen Field, LA Rams next Sunday, if this stays the way it is right now. But it's a pretty good game. It could go any direction. Adams Yanks Caps 4262 says, sorry to say this, but I want to see Hawks versus Rams. I think a few of you people out there want to see the Rams. There is a part of me, the sort of more courageous, less like take the easy path route that is, well, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best kind of thing. How cool would it be in terms of the storyline if we did have to face the Rams and we beat them on our home field to go to the Super Bowl? There would be no doubt as to who was the best team in the NFC if we had to go through not just, to get to this point, but to actually beat two of our division rivals to get there. That would definitely be bragging rights just to add to this whole season and put a period on it. Like there's no doubt who was the king of the hill. But the idea of playing the Rams again definitely is not an intriguing one because, we all know the struggles that we've had, and they've had definitely a certain knack the Rams have for causing Sam Darnold to throw interceptions. I mean, in just our last two games against the Rams, Sam Darnold threw 6 picks, 4 in the first game and 2 in the second one. So a good chunk of his turnovers all came against one opponent, and that is the Rams. And I feel like the Bears just aren't as formidable of a team. But, what could happen here? I mean, it's still a lot of time left, but what if they get the ball? What if the Bears go down the field and they score a touchdown? Do they do what the Seahawks did? And if, assuming we're down to the wire in the last few seconds, possibly, do they go for the tie and go overtime, or do they try to go for 2 and win it? Just like what we were faced back in that game against the Rams. We'll see what happens, but pretty exciting game. I must say, most of the games throughout the weekend, with the exception, I guess, from an objective standpoint for our game, probably the least entertaining for a non-Seahawk fan. I thought it was great. We had a great time. But in terms of competitiveness and just closeness and tension, last night's game was kind of a laugher. But I was fine with that because how good did that feel? So there you go. Yeah, they're showing the stat here on the screen, or somebody with a card talking about how many games the Bears have won within the last 2 minutes. So we got more than that, but kickoff coming. He takes off to the 15 to the 20, up the numbers to the 25 to the 30. He's got a gap to the 35, and down at the 36-yard line. Good return by the Bears. We'll start out with 8:43 left in the game to try to tie this game up or take the lead. 14 lead changes in the fourth quarter so far in the 2025 postseason. Last night's game, the exception. 5 teams have won after trailing in the final 3 minutes. That's pretty exciting stuff. Most of that happened on the wild card game, and then of course yesterday's game before ours against between the Broncos and the Bills. Man, feel bad for Bills fans, man. I think they got robbed. I think that was a catch that they ruled an interception. I thought it was a catch and down by contact, but yeah, not exactly the Bills' best performance. Williams drops back, escapes the pocket, fires. Oh, no! Ooh, off the hands of the receiver. Oh, that's a tackle? It was a tackle eligible off his brick hands and almost picked off on the deflection. Thanks for the super chat. Larzo9251 says Rams versus Patriots Part 3 to launch another Pats dynasty. How about Seahawks versus Patriots to get revenge from Super Bowl 49? I like that picture better, but thanks for the super chat. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Williams takes the shotgun snap, drops back, looking under pressure, escapes one, starts to run, and he's going to take it. Ooh, he loses a tackler. Hey, first down, it's still going to the 40, and out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Wow, what a scramble. It looked like he was going to get sacked, then maybe dropped after he got past the line of scrimmage, and he just kept going for making that like a 20-yard gain. Nice little shake and bake to escape the linebacker Landman. And then just kept on going with wide open spaces. Finally gets chased out of bounds. Ooh. Last night was very exhausting. It was a fun win. Man, it's a lot of work last night. Voice, everything. I mean, when you commit yourselves to being as loud as possible on every defensive snap, it's a workout. Handoff up the right side for a gain of about 5 yards is that Swift. Second and about 5. Inside of 7:37 now left in the game. So plenty of time. Both teams with 3 timeouts. They just really need to get a drive here and ideally score a touchdown. And the Rams would most certainly get another shot at it if they were to score. Too much time left on the clock right at this point. So they're going to have to score and play some defense. Handoff again to Swift up the middle. Gets about 3, make it 4. No, make it 3. It's going to be 3rd and 2 all the way down to the 29-yard line of Los Angeles. Man, last night was insane. Just the way that game started. I mean, first of all, it was just very encouraging as we were driving up to the game. I'm used to seeing like a bunch of red jerseys mixed in with the blue walking up to the stadium, and I didn't see a single one walking up to drive in. I thought, well, maybe it's early. Maybe they're just showing up later. And as the pregame went on, I just kept noticing, there's a sparse amount. There's a first. 2 is close, right at the line to gain. I think he got the first down. It depends on the spot. Oh, yeah, they're going to give it to him. That's going to be a first down. First down, Chicago at the Rams 30 or 27-yard line. And a smattering of red, mostly behind the visitors' bench, which is where most of the visitors' tickets are assigned. And it never really got much past, I would say 10, maybe 15% 49ers fans out there, and they didn't last long. Most of them were gone by the fourth quarter. But yeah, who has the ball? So Chicago with the ball at the Rams 27. Motion number 10, and it's a fake to him. Williams rolls to the left. Pump fake, throws. Oh, incomplete. Intended to the tight end Loveland. Would have been about a 6-yard gain, but falls incomplete. Clock stop was 5:48 left in the game. 2nd and 10. Game proved Purdy is a big fraud. Hello, FR17. I wouldn't go that far. But I think what it did prove is that, the 49ers simply just, they were like running on fumes, making it this far with all the injuries they had. And I think the loss of Kittle definitely proved to be the last straw that, I wouldn't say broke the camel's back, but the last straw that could hold everything in. And going against our defense, they had no shot. Goes deep! That's way overthrown, incomplete, double covered anyway. Zacchaeus, the intended receiver, now it's 3rd down and 10. Now the question mark here is if they are within long field goal range, but if they don't get this conversion here, do you kick the field goal and hope to play some defense, or do you go for it thinking, well, if we don't get a touchdown, this is going to be lights out? So, again, inside of 5:43 left in the game. So it's getting down to it. The clock is going to be a big factor here coming up soon. Snap in an empty backfield. Williams, deep drop. Looking. Fires right sideline. Caught! And complete at the 10-yard line, and that's a first down. 18-yard gain. And, there's a flag. Hold your horses, everybody. Might be in the secondary, though. Roughing the passer, so no, take that back. Add on half the distance to the goal. It's going to be 1st and goal at about the 5-yard line. Jared Verse hit Caleb Williams late, and that's double trouble right there. Now the Bears definitely in a position here where they better come away with a touchdown. Great catch. Was that Odunze? The former Husky? It was. Rome Odunze, the former dog, getting the clutch catch on the right sideline. Ooh, that was kind of a late shot by Jared Verse. So, 1st and goal at, indeed, the 5-yard line. Time to tie this game or potentially take the lead with 5:23 and counting left in the game. Audible at the line of scrimmage with 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, and single setback is Swift. Under center is Williams. Snap. He's going to pitch it to Williams. Swift up the middle to the 2. Stopped there. Maybe make it the 3-yard line. 2nd down and goal from the 3. 5-minute mark now remaining in this tight contest. Rams up, as you can see, 17-10. Cameron Briglin says, I think the AFC will have the most Super Bowl losses. Broncos and Patriots are tied with the most at 5. Well, we'll see. I think it goes without saying, given what happened to the Broncos quarterback, Bo Nix, which is really tough for those guys. Patriots, probably the surefire thing as the team to represent the AFC, unless the Broncos can pull some miracle. Handoff, Swift, right side. He's tackled to 1. Make it the 2, inside the 2. 3rd and goal, and they're definitely going to be 4-down territory here. 2 shots to punch it in. Clock continues to run, 4:13 and counting. Imagine another Pats Dynasty. How about not? What's this Pats Dynasty mojo here? Here we go. They spread the formation, 2 receivers left and right. Williams in the gun with Swift in the backfield. They could just be setting this up to look like a pass, and it's still a handoff. Swift goes outside, and he is going to be short. Oh, no. He thought he had the edge, but then the cornerback came knifing through. He tried to jump over him, and he leaving his feet. Oh, got almost a face mask there. Jumping in the air was a mistake because then the defensive pursuit came in and knocked him back. So now it's 4th and goal from the 2 with 3:20. I think this is 4-down territory. They're just figuring we got to get it here because if we don't get it, it's another chance. Super chat. Rob. Hey, Rob. Was at the game last night. Thanks for the support. Well, this is kind of it. Fires. Incomplete. Broken up by the Rams. And that is turned away. How do you not score down there? Rams now big time in the driver's seat. It's not over because they still got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. But, boy. It was not open. It should have been intercepted, but it didn't need to because it would have put the ball in the same spot. He could have pick-sixed it, though. Oh, my God. Could not get it at 1st and goal from the 5. Could not score. And now they got to play some defense, hope to get the ball back with some time remaining, and then try it again. But they're going to have to do it. They're going to have 5 clock stops. Basically now they're to the point where if LA gets any kind of first down plays here, I think they can survive 1 first down, but if they get 2, the game's over. So they got to really step up big. I mean, the ball's way down in the 5-yard line, or the 2-yard line, so the Rams don't exactly have a lot of breathing room. So Tyler Parcher coming to town to Renton next week. I may be out of town, actually. I'm doing a little jet setting, bouncing around from here to San Diego and back to Seattle for the champ game, of course, on Sunday afternoon. It would be interesting if they forced a safety. It would definitely change the momentum of things. But they're at the 2-yard line, so you'd have to get sacked for that to happen. I don't think the Rams would take that chance of actually, dropping back and risking a safety. This kind of reminds me a little bit when you think about the Rams game where we had our miracle comeback on Thursday night, because remember the Rams had picked us off deep in their territory, and where it seemed like the game was over and people started to leave. That was the time also when our defense got a 3-and-out, and then it set up, we were down 16 at the time. And then that's when we got the punt return for a touchdown, got it to within 1 score, and we got another 3-and-out, got the ball back, we scored again. And so we had a lot more stuff to work. Now here, this is less time, but only 1 score. So they do need to have some kind of defensive hero stop here to give themselves a chance. But if they can stop them from getting a first down, they will get the ball with good field position and with some time on the clock and potentially some timeouts. But if the Rams do convert, the game will be over. Like I said, I think they could get 1 first down and still have a shot. But if they get 2, they'd be in trouble. So the Rams I know this too, so they're going to have to try to be somewhat. They can't just run 3 straight plays and gain nothing. Otherwise, they're giving the Bears really good position. Here we go. First 10 from the 2-yard line. Handoff. They do go conservative, and he's tackled for about a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8. Chicago will probably use their first timeout, and they do. With 2:58 left, it's 2nd down and 8. Why is anybody scared of the Rams? They trash? I'm not sure what movie you watching, but if they're trash, they're a pretty good trash team that's about to go to the NFC Championship game. And I've been watching their games. I know what trash is and what's not. They have had some bad games. They've lost to Atlanta. They lost to the Panthers in some strange games. But this game today has been pretty good. I think the weather's kind of equalized a few things. Here we go. 2nd down and 8. 2:59 left in the contest. Will they run again or will they take a shot? They will hand off right side. Gets the edge. Oh, no. No. How can you let him get outside? 1st down. But he did go out of bounds, so the clock will stop. My goodness. I said they could survive 1 1st down, but 2? Good thing he went out of bounds, because if he didn't, they would have to burn out of the timeout. Because of that, they don't have to burn the timeout, but this definitely puts one... They start a nail in the coffin right there. 1 tap. Man. Now they got room. They could throw the ball here if they wanted to. They'll probably keep it on the ground, at least for this first play. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Puka on the left. Goes motion right. Hand off to Williams. Oh, he's wrapped up in the backfield and loses 2. Now they'll call another timeout. Stop the clock with 2:45. Will you not call a timeout? You're not? Wait, why you... You're going to not... Okay. They're not going to call a timeout. Okay, interesting call. I guess they want to save it on the back end of the 2-minute warning. That was a great play. Williams tried to sidestep the penetration of the cornerback, but he could not get away. Clock continues to run, 2:20 and counting. 2nd and 12 from the 12-yard line. Puka Nacua motion to the left side and stops there. Snap. Handoff Williams, left side, following blockers. Gets about 2 more back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And the Bears call their 2nd timeout with 2:07 left. So they'll have the 2-minute warning and 1 more timeout. So this is a play of the game as far as the Bears are concerned. If they get a 1st down here, the game is over. If they don't, then the Bears will get the ball back in decent field position with a couple minutes left and 1 timeout. Here we go. Play the game right here. It is 3rd and 10. Crowd's roaring. Snow's kind of stopped falling. This is the game for the Bears. Stafford calling the play in the huddle. They break the huddle. They line up with they got Devontae Adams out there. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Kobe Parkinson motion to the right in a trip set. Handoff Williams up the middle. And then he gets stopped for a gain of 3. That is the stop they needed. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears will get the ball. When they return from the 2-minute warning, it'll be a punt. And when they get this catch, assuming not a big scoring punt return, if they take the ball where it lands, they'll have about 1 minute and 53 seconds left, 1 timeout to try to score a touchdown. That's where we're at. Well, I guess it's good they didn't burn. If they did burn the other timeout, well, then they would have none. But the key was they had to get that stop, because if they didn't get that stop, if they, that, like I said, we win a game over. So they did survive the 1 1st down, but they've got to get past this other one here. But can the Bears pull out yet another 2-minute win, like they've done so many times throughout this year? They are seriously like the last minute win team. It makes for good entertainment, that's for damn sure. So much fun to watch, so little stress. Last night was so much fun, though. I mean, from the moment it started, when the crowd was roaring, the flag raising by Doug Baldwin, and then, the Rams kicked off, and I was thinking, oh, it sucks, we have to get the ball first. We're going to have to be quiet when the offense has to take the field and when everybody wants to explode. And what happens? As I just said, wouldn't that be great if Shaheed runs this back for a touchdown? And it's exactly what he does. And the plays just blew up. I mean, like the perfect scenario for getting the crowd whipped into a frenzy. So, here we go. So, can they do it? Can Caleb Williams do what he didn't do on the last drive, which is score? He'll probably have to go defend the kick. I'm assuming it'll be about on the 25-yard line where he makes the catch and has to call a fair catch there, and they'll have to go 75 or so yards to tie or win the game. And that'll be the big question. I asked this when we were playing the Rams, and it looked like a comeback was inevitable. If they get in there, do they go for the almost sure extra point and force overtime, or do you go for 2 and try to win it right there? I hope it comes to that. It'll be so much fun to watch. It gets to like 4 seconds left, and they score to make it a 1-point game. Do you go for the safe 1-pointer and force overtime, or do you go for the jugular and try to score and win it right there with a 2-point conversion? Those are the things that are just so much fun to watch and see what happens. Here we go. Getting ready for the kick. Snap. Good snap. Kick. Here we go. Short. Where is it? Lands at the 50. I thought it'd be knocked at the 25. It rolls to about just past the 50-yard line, so much shorter distance than I thought. So 150 left on the clock. The Bears need to go 50 yards for a touchdown to set up a potential tie or go-ahead 2-point conversion. We have one timeout at their disposal. So here we go. Caleb Williams with a chance to put themselves into the annals of Chicago Bears history with another improbable comeback. They have 7 wins when they are trailing in the last, whatever they said, 2 minutes or something like that. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Get your popcorn out and let's see what happens. First down, 50-yard line. Williams in the gun with 3 receivers left, 1 right. Swift, motion, or number 2, motion to the right. Williams fires, middle of the field, wide open. Oh, my God, he didn't hold on. Off the hands and incomplete. It would have put the ball inside the 20-yard line. Instead, it's incomplete, 2nd and 10. Oh, you got to catch that ball. It's right there. Wow. 2nd and 10 from the 50. Here we go. Re-rack. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Single setback this time next to Williams on his right. Motion, number 2 to the inside. Williams drops back under pressure, fires. Complete to the 32-yard line. Number 84. And they run down there quickly. Clock and rolls. 84. Oh, Loveland's a little bit banged up. He's trying to get off the field real quick. And trying not to have to deal with a timeout or anything. 128 and counting. First fresh set of downs at the 32-yard line. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 to the right. Williams in the gun with a single setback to his right. Handoff to the setback. Finds a hole. Swift bounces a little bit outside. Gets the first down to the 20 to the 19-yard line. And a first down with 1:10 left in the game. A huge run. A nice play call on the draw play. And we hit the 1-minute mark. Now, my dream might come true. It might come down to this touchdown with a 1-point, 2-point question to do here as clock continues to run inside of 1 minute. 55 seconds left in the game. First down to the 20-yard line. Williams drops back. Looks, fires to the slant. Complete to the 12-yard line. Clock still runs. 45 seconds and counting. 2nd down and about 3. They say, hurry it up, the head coach says. 2nd and 4. 6-yard gain as they get inside the red zone at the 14-yard line. 36 seconds. Clock continues to tick away. Williams drops back. Looks, fires right sideline. Oh, my God, out of bounds. Oh, if he would have caught that, would have been a first down, and the clock would have stopped. Instead, it's 3rd and 4. They got to get this first down, or they're going to have to get into the end zone. But 31 seconds left. They still got the 1 timeout. So time is not really the problem, but first downs are. They got to get a conversion here to at least have a chance to take a few stabs at the end zone. But if you don't get this one, it's like all or nothing. I don't know how you missed that one. That's an easy out route. A standard 5-yard out. He overthrew him off the hands. Big play right here. 3rd and 4 at the 14-yard line. Motion in the near side. Williams to throw. Fires. Way over the head of the receiver. Now it's 4th down. He airmailed that into the stands. And this is the game. Yet again, this is the game. 4th down and 4 to determine if they don't get this play, the Rams will be coming to Seattle next week. If the Bears get the first down, they'll have a few more seconds left to try to punch it in, but they got to get a first down or score a touchdown on this play right here. This could be the game. 4th and 4, 17-10. Rams over the Bears with 27 seconds left and a timeout, Rams. The Bears have been living off comebacks in the last seconds of the game. It would be very fitting for them to score here or get a first down and have an opportunity to score. But they got to get this. They got to get 4 yards at least. They got a timeout, so they aren't in a hurry here. You got to get the first down. You don't need to go for the end zone. Just get the first down. I mean, you're already inside the 15-yard line. Where are we at? The 14-yard line. Here we go, 4th and 4. This is the game. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the right. Williams in the gun. Single set back to his right. Motion. He's going to throw. Looking. Pocket corral. He's going all the way back to the 40. He's got to get rid of it. Desperation throw. Oh, my God, he got it. Touchdown. Cole Kmet in the end zone on a desperation Hail Mary falling backwards. And he got the touchdown. Are you kidding me? 16-17, he did it with 18 seconds left. Now it's decision time. Will they go for the tie and overtime, or do you go for the jugular and get the win right here? What will they do? They just pulled off another miracle, but it ain't over because if they're going to go for overtime. All right. And we all remember the double doink when the kicker, was it Parkey or something, missed it and missed a game-winning or game-time field goal a few years ago. Here's the kick. It's got to be in, and it's good. This game is tied. They don't go for the jugular. They go for the safe play. Overtime, and is tied at 17 with 18 seconds remaining. My goodness. Wow, yet another last-second score. The Bears it wasn't a winning play, but got them back in the game. But this play was amazing. Williams was dropping back, pocket collapses. He starts running backwards all the way to the 40-yard line. He threw that ball from the 40-yard line, falling backwards. I don't know what the defender was doing. He was standing there. He had position, and somehow he underplayed the ball. He was just standing there, and then he let the receiver get behind him. What was the defensive back doing? I mean, it's not like he could have gotten burned because everybody was just standing around back there, but somehow he let the receiver go all alone. Wow, what the heck? Heck of a throw by Williams, but kind of a blown play by the defender. He's just standing together. A little bit of a push off by Kmet, but nothing too egregious. Wow, that's insane. What the heck? Oh, this is good. I'm glad I decided to stream this. The kickoff, then they still got to keep them contained here because they could, big return. They could get out to, no, they won't. 26-yard line, 13 seconds left. So, the Rams have 2 timeouts left, so they could try to get within field goal range. Now, again, in the snow, it's the snow starting to come down again. In the cold, we're not talking about 60-yarders here. So if they want to get within realistic field goal range, they're going to have to do it with 2 timeouts, 13 seconds. That's not a lot of time. You would have to have a big strike here, maybe 2, and try to get the clock stopped with 2 seconds. But you got to get to about the 35-yard line. That's a long way to go. They're not going to take a knee. They're just going to say, screw it. We're not taking the chances of getting sacked or fumbling or throwing an interception. We'll take our chances in overtime. So we are going to overtime in the divisional round between the Rams and the Bears. The Bears just last life flatlining. Clear. And Caleb Williams throws a Hail Mary, essentially a Hail Mary, into the corner of the end zone where the receiver is just standing there by himself. That is nuts. Wow, good stuff. What's good here is just keep beating each other up. Just keep beating each other up, Just pummel yourselves and wear yourselves out. So by next week, you're going to be that much more battered and bruised, whoever it might be. Wow. That was crazy. Whew, good game. Really, all the games have been pretty good. I thought last night's game was outstanding, but of course, only for Seahawks fans. But this morning's game, not so close. Patriots kind of had their way. Houston never really was much of a threat. Coin toss. Thank you to Niner King for the super chat. Appreciate your support of the channel. Okay, so the Bears will kick off to the Rams. So much like the game on Thursday when we had overtime and we allowed the Rams to kind of have the ball first. They did score a touchdown, kicked the extra point for 7, and Seattle took it, went down the field, got the touchdown, and decided to win it with 2. So there we go. Hold on to your butts. Great football games the last couple weeks for sure. Bill Kinley. Triple overtime, yeah, just keep on. That's true. The overtime rules a little bit different. There's no tie game, obviously, here. So if if it went to the end of overtime and they were still tied, they just play another one until they finally have a winner. Like I said, just beat each other up. No, I would never wish for injury, but, if Puka Nacua got really, really, really sore after this game, where he wouldn't really be able to play to his fullest next week, I wouldn't be sad, right? But I'm not wishing for anybody to get injured, of course. We'll see what happens, man. Wow. Crazy game. Tyler Parch asking if I'm going to be sitting in the same spot for the NFC Championship game in Mark's section. Yes, I will be doing the same thing as I did for the divisional round. I'm probably going to do everything the same as the divisional. I'll wear the same thing. I'll probably do the same face paint. You don't mess with a win streak. You just don't. So I'm going to keep that all going. So, yeah. So I'm definitely have a couple of tickets for the NFC Championship game that are going to be acquired by somebody here in the next couple days. So if you are one of those people who are trying to go to the NFC Championship game, where these tickets will be very expensive, one place you could go look is our Facebook group. We have a group called Hometown Tickets, where we sell only Seahawks fans selling to other Seahawks fans. That was showing the replay of that throw. That is a really crazy play. That would have been crazy if the receiver dropped it. I would have been like, oh, I got it. Oh, my God. But here we go. Overtime. From the 40-yard line. Boom. Here's the kick. It's going to be taken at the 2-yard line. Good kick. Out to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 22, 25. Ooh. 27-yard line. Tackled there. So the Rams will start this 15-minute overtime period. Oh, I guess this is 15 minutes overtime. Isn't that shorter than, I think regular season overtime is 10, isn't it? I think it's shorter than that. Ord King with another super chat. Oh, this is Vin. Oh, Vin, who gave me the, I'm wearing your kukui nut necklace. It was good luck. I'll be definitely wearing that next game. It's Vin from Anchorage, Alaska. Have you been streaming since the beginning of the game? Looking forward to next week, brother. No, I just started just a little after the fourth quarter started when I realized this might be a good game. Handoff to Williams off the left side and plows ahead, dragging defenders for about 7. Be 2nd and 3. Yeah, looking forward to next week. No matter who it is, it's going to be fun. But, if I had a choice, I'm still picking the Bears. But we'll see. true. It is unlimited time, so it doesn't really matter until they have a winner. All right, Stafford with a 2nd and 3 at their own 34-yard line, almost a 35. Motion Nakua, handoff Williams up the middle, hit there and stopped after a gain of about 1.5 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. All right, here we go. The question would be, now, if they don't get this and it's 4th and 1, do you kick it or do you try to go for it? And if you don't make it, you're basically giving the opponent field goal range and the ability to basically almost win the game right there on a field goal. Big play right here. See if their defense can rise up and make a stop. 3rd and 1. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 to the right. Under center is Stafford, motion Nakua. Pitch to Williams on the left side. He's not going to get there. He's going to lose. Oh, he broke a tackle, but he still loses 1 yard. He was hit way behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 1.5 yards. That's going to make it 4th and about 3, and they're going to have to punt. Unbelievable. Where'd they come from? From the interior side. Oh, no. One of their guys just broke free. 2 of them. They made the hit, but they didn't wrap up. And I thought he was going to still get out to the first down marker, but the pursuit came and knocked him well short. So right there, they get a 3 and out. And now the Bears could win it with a field goal. Here's the kick. It's going to be, that's a good kick. Taking it to the 15. He called fair catch. We could have returned that thing. He had time. All right, Bears now can win with anything. What kind of heroics does Caleb Williams have in his back pocket? He's already done something incredible to even get them to this point. But if he could take this thing home and actually win it on this drive, man, he will be the Chicago hero of the century. Well, at least of the decade. 17-17 in overtime. Bears with the football in their first possession, which means any score wins it. 1st down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Williams under center with 2 receivers on the left. Pump pitch fake, scrambles left, and he just kind of throws a short pass to the tight end, and he gets a 1st down. Cole Kmet, who caught the game-tying touchdown, gets them out to 1st down territory with an 11-yard gain. Bang! Yep, 1st down. Definitely got it. Big time momentum right now on the Bears side. They just got to keep moving forward and getting 1st downs. Ball at the 27. Handoff. Swift. Oh no. Swallowed up by Jared Verse behind the line of scrimmage. Loses 3. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Negative plays are the things you got to try to stay away from. That was not good. Second and 13, ball at the 24.5-yard line. Williams in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Snap. Williams looking, fires, slant route to number 2 by Moore, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 5. Crucial down here. If they get the stop, they will have to punt to the Rams, and they could have a chance to win it with a field goal. All right, crucial down here. 3rd and 4. Got to get to the what yard line? The 40-something. Nope, the 37 for a 1st down. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Motion Moore to the right. Williams to throw. Oh, in trouble. Rolls right. He's got escaped the pocket. He's going to run for it, and he will get it. Gets the 1st down and then knocked out of bounds. Another huge play by Williams, this time using his feet. Saw the opening, was able to escape. Number 10 on the defense made the mistake of letting him get outside. If he could have contained Williams and not commit inside, he could have forced Williams to have to throw the football. Instead, he let him outside, and that gave him the room to run. Williams is pretty speedy. Not like Lamar Jackson speedy, but he can cover some ground. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action fake. He rolls to the right a little bit, throws it now to the running back on the far side to the 40. And he's still moving, and finally stopped there after a gain of about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 4. Inside of 10 minutes left in the overtime period. Not really the issue now. It's all about possession and first downs and getting within scoring territory. They got to get about 30 yards, I think. 25 to 30 yards, I think. When they're at the 44, maybe 20 yards will do it. I just don't know the kicking conditions here. I formation, pitch to the running back, Swift on the left side. Oh, he's in trouble. Another negative play, loses 3, maybe 4 on the outside run. That's not going to help. 3rd down and about 10. Or maybe 8. That's a lot like the play that the Bears stopped the Rams on in the previous 3 and out. 3rd and 6. They got to get to the 48-yard line for a first down, otherwise they're punting. Motion Kmet to the right. Snap. Williams to throw. Pocket collapsing. Complete to Kmet. Oh, he's short. He got knocked out before the line to gain. It's going to be 4th down and about half a yard. Now it's decision time. The ball is still on the Bears side of the territory. Inches. Oh, boy, they're going gutsy. They're going to go for it. They are stopped. This is a big-time scenario here where the Rams wouldn't have to go very far to score a game-winning field goal. So this is huge right here. 4th and inches. What will they do? They line up in a tight formation. Under center is Williams. Everyone's stacked. It's a quarterback sneak, and he gets it. Needed a half a yard, and he got 2. First down at about the 45-yard line of Chicago, and the drive continues. They're about, actually, they're not about midfield. So they only need about, about 20 more yards. That would put them at the 30, and that would make it a 48-yard field goal. So depending on how confident you are and how the range of the kicker in this condition, do you want to have him kick within the 50, outside the 50, or what's the safe measurement? We'll see. But first down at the just shy of the 50-yard line. Williams pitch to the running back on the right side. He gets about 2, maybe 3, and knocked down there. Manungai, the runner, 2nd down and about 7. 2nd and 8, he only got 2 on it. Tuba Dude 20 says, Norb, huge fan of yours from the University of South Alabama. Been repping the Seahawks all season down here. Wow. Don't hear about much from people in Alabama, but thank you. Appreciate the support. 2nd and 8 from the 48 of L.A. Williams in the empty set. Drops back deep. Looking. Got time. Throws deep. Oh, God, it's intercepted. What? Intercepted at the 32-yard line. What the heck, bro? Are you serious? 3rd turnover today. What?
I don't know exactly what Moore was thinking here, but it looked like he just was not interested. Pearl had his eyes on Caleb Williams. He saw the release point. I'm not sure.
It's like Moore kind of just slowed up, like stopped running. He thought he was going to keep sprinting through, but he kind of eased up. And Curl, the defender, just picked that sucker off. What the hell? So much for that going down the annals of Bears history. This might just be anal Bears history. All right, that was at the 22-yard line. If he makes that catch, that's to field goal win territory. Puka Nacua on the jet sweep. They got that sniffed out, but he still gets about 4 yards on the run. 2nd and 6. Defense has got to rise up here, otherwise. And they go hurry up. Ball to 25-yard line, 2nd and 6. Stafford in the gun, 2 receivers either side. Snap. Looking, he's got time, fires right side, first down, Parkinson to the 35 and out of bounds at about the 39. First down, and they're marching here. Right now the kicker is starting to probably warming up here, keeping loose, trying not to get into his head. We're inside 6 minutes, and it doesn't matter anymore. Ball at the 41-yard line. 3 receivers right, no, 2 left, 2 right. Stafford drops back. A lot of time, throws left side. Oh my God, what a catch. Devontae Adams at the Bears 45, inching so close now to what a catch. Did he get his feet down though by the time he actually had? I might be incomplete. Because I don't know if he had possession before his feet left the ground. It was a good catch, but when his hands make contact, but it's not secured, and then he's got 2 feet. It depends on if, from that angle it's hard to tell, but on the other angle you can kind of see the ball bounces around a little bit inside his hands. That's not secured. Oh, it's close. I think he's going to get the benefit of that call because the ruling on the field is a completed pass. That is really close, but I think they're going to say the call stands. Man, diving attempt to deflect that ball by the defender, could not get there. Perfect throw by Stafford. Jesus. It is a question because he had it here. He didn't pull into his body till he was airborne, but it looks like he may have had control when his feet were touching the ground. If this counts, that means they only need about another 10 yards. It is a completed catch. So they are only 10 yards away from makeable field goal range. It'd be about a 52-yarder if they can get 10 more yards here. So now their backs against the wall, Bears are, and their hopes here is to somehow get a stop, a turnover, or if the Rams do kick, if it comes to that, they still got to stop them from scoring outright. Hope that they miss. But right now, they're only about 15, 17 yards away from makeable field goal range. 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion. Handoff Williams. Left tackle. Stop there after about a gain of 4. No, it's Corum, actually. Corum, the running back. 2nd down, about 5. Again, the Seahawks waiting the winner of this game. The winner of this game comes to Seattle on Sunday night for the championship. Stafford to throw. Ball's batted. Incomplete. 3rd and 6. Okay, all right, well, here we go. Ball was knocked down at the last scrimmage. So this is, where'd the ball go? Just straight down? It's just straight down like a volleyball block. He was being blocked and everything, and here we go. Big play right here. Can they keep the drive alive? Can they stop him? Trips right. Single receiver to the near side. Stafford. Timeout called by, I'm assuming, the Rams. Yes, the Rams to take their first timeout. Want to make sure they got this thing dialed up right. Whew, 3rd and 6. If they get this conversion, win probability goes way up for them. If they don't, then they got to make a decision. Do they go for it? I guess they're far enough along they wouldn't punt at this close to the this far down the field. Well, let's see what happens here. 3rd and 6. What a game. Will the miracle catch be enough? 3 receivers right, 1 left. Stafford walks up, calling signals. Single setback to his left. Stafford takes the shotgun snap. Looking. Hits Nakua for a first down. Still up to the 30. Still up all the way down to the 27-yard line. Puka Nakua gets the first down and more, and now they are in field goal range, and they're not done. 1st down and 10, and Bears fans probably had their hands on their heads wondering, what the turn the ball over to these guys. Freaking Nakua, man. He's a pain in everybody's ass. And he's so good after the catch. Guy just catches and he just runs for yaks. Hand off. Ooh, he almost bobbled that. Looks like that's Corum for about 4 inside the 25 to the 24. We got time. Well, time doesn't matter. If they make the field goal, it's over. So the Bears' only hope now is either a turnover or that the kicker misses their kick. They got to get the ball somehow. Right now, Rams got everything going their way. Unless some freaky turnover happens here, the Rams control their own destiny. 3 receivers near side. Handoff. Corum. Play is stopped. So they called timeout. I think the Rams called. Los Angeles took a second timeout. Crazy. Are we gonna seriously? We gotta see the Rams next week again? I don't know if that's ever happened before. Has that ever happened where we've had a championship game where the teams playing had to play their own division in both the divisional and the championship game? I can't think of one where it's been like that. I could be missing something, but this is nuts. What do you got in your bag of tricks? Trips to the left, one to the right. Stafford in the gun with a running back to his right. Awaiting the snap. Takes it. He's looking to throw. Looks right. Throws deep. Over the extended hand of Kobe Parkinson. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 7. Right now that's a safe throw because it's basically only one guy can get it. Not throwing it in harm's way. And they scored a touchdown on that play. Was it the last game against the Eagles, I think? That very same play with Parkinson catching that one and scoring. This time he doesn't come down with it. So, if they don't get it here, it's going to be game-winning field goal time. If they get this, well, the drive continues on. Their best hope for the Bears right now is some kind of freakish turnover. They'll probably run it. Nope, he's going to throw. Stafford throws deep. Right side, you got Pickett. Oh, number 18 almost had the touchdown pass, but it's incomplete. Ferguson, the intended receiver, and now it's hold your breath time and hope a kicker. Wow, that was so close to a touchdown. The defender never turned around. He just stuck an arm up, and it was enough to disrupt the pass, but here we go. Mevis. Is it Mevis? Mevis? Mevis. With a 42-yarder to win it. Right hash. Will it be the Rams in the NFC Championship? Snap. Hold. Kick. God, it's good. It's good. We're freaking playing the Rams next week. Unfreaking believable. Well, sorry, Caleb Williams. The heroics were short-lived. Got to hand it to the Rams, though. They made the plays when they had to. The Bears were driving for the opportunity to kick their own game-winning field goal, and then Caleb Williams throws a pick. A bad pick in a play where I can't even understand what happened there, but Rams then made the defensive play they had to, and now they took the ball down the field, got the conversions, got the field position, and the kicker kicked it through, did everything they needed to do to earn their spot to take a shot, one last shot at our Seattle Seahawks here in Seattle and Lumen Field next Sunday night. Unfreaking believable. But you know what? It was inevitable, right? We all saw it coming. We all knew that the Seahawks were going to probably have to face the Rams because I had zero faith. Yeah, I had maybe like 10% faith that the Bears would get it done. They put up a pretty good fight. But in the end, the Rams were just too good for it. Survived it. Survived the cold, survived the heroics, and got it done. Sean McVay, Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, all those guys got it done. And now it is going to be really what everybody wants. This is essentially like the Super Bowl. This is the game. This will be the game of the year. It might even be bigger than the Super Bowl itself, to be honest with you. But this is going to be the game everyone's going to have their eyeballs on. The NFC Championship. Seahawks, Rams to go to the Super Bowl to be played up here. A rematch. The rubber match. The best of three to really prove who's the best in the West and in the NFC. We'll find out in a week's time. Had to be. But you know what? As much as I was hoping it'd be the other way around, this is kind of really it. This is really what, if you want to truly earn your spot, this is really the two teams that needed to play for it. So, there we go. All right. I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to be doing a call-in show probably tomorrow to kind of get you guys' take on the Seahawks win and this matchup with the Rams, and get ready for the final home game in Seattle, the NFC Championship game between the Seahawks and the freaking Rams. Thanks for watching, you guys. That was crazy. Feel bad for the Bears. Feel bad for the Bills and their fans. Texans, you put up a good fight. Broncos, sorry about your quarterback, but yeah, it's gonna be Patriots versus whoever wins that game next week. Sorry, I don't think the Broncos are gonna have a chance without their quarterback. So there you go. Table set. Next week we do it. Thanks, y'all. That was a lot of fun. Talk to you next time. Go Hawks.